Hey there, science fans. Bill Nye here, and I'm thrilled to share some exciting experiments you can do right at home. Science is everywhere, even in your living room. These experiments are perfect for budding scientists of all ages. Get ready to be amazed by the wonders of science. Remember making volcanoes in elementary school? Those were the days when science felt like magic, and we could create our own little eruptions right in the classroom. It was always a blast. The excitement of watching the volcano bubble over, the laughter, and the joy of learning something new made it unforgettable. Let's recreate that excitement with a homemade volcano. It's a fun and educational activity that you can do with your kids, friends, or even by yourself. Here are the materials you'll need. Baking soda, which will act as the base for our chemical reaction. Vinegar, the acidic component that will react with the baking soda. Dish soap, to make the eruption more bubbly and exciting. An empty water bottle, which will serve as the core of our volcano. Play-Doh or construction paper to shape and decorate your volcano. You can get creative with colors and textures. Now let's move on to the instructions. Make sure you have a wide area to work in, as this can get a bit messy. First, place the empty bottle in a wide area. This will be the center of your volcano. Then use Play-Doh or construction paper to mold a volcano shape around the bottle. Make sure to leave the top open so you can add the ingredients. Thirdly, pour vinegar into the bottle, filling it about halfway. This will be the liquid that reacts with the baking soda. Next, add a few drops of dish soap and red food coloring to the vinegar. The dish soap will create bubbles and the red food coloring will make it look like real lava. Now for the eruption. Carefully add a spoonful of baking soda to the bottle. Be ready for the reaction. Watch your volcano erupt with a bubbly red lava flow. It's a spectacular sight and a great way to learn about chemical reactions. Enjoy the fun and educational experience of making your own erupting volcano. This experiment is a classic, and for good reason. It's simple, fun, and a little bit magical. Materials: clear glass or jar water, raisins, clear carbonated soda like Sprite or 7-Up. Instructions: fill the glass with clear carbonated soda. Drop a few raisins into the glass. Observe what happens. The raisins will start to dance up and down in the glass. Cool, right? Ever wanted to be a secret agent? Imagine yourself in a world of mystery and intrigue, where every clue leads you closer to uncovering hidden secrets. This experiment will let you write secret messages only visible to those in the know. It's like stepping into the shoes of a real-life detective, using science to reveal hidden truths. Materials: asterisk lemon juice, which acts as our invisible ink. It's a common household item with a secret power. Water to dilute the lemon juice and make it easier to write with. White paper, the canvas for our secret messages. Heat source, like a light bulb or iron, which will be the key to revealing our hidden messages. Instructions: mix equal parts lemon juice and water. This simple mixture will be our invisible ink. Dip a cotton swab into the mixture and write a message on the white paper. Be creative. Write a secret code, a hidden message, or even a drawing. Let the message dry completely. It will become invisible to the naked eye, just like magic. To reveal the message, carefully hold the paper near a heat source. The heat will work its magic, bringing your hidden message to life. The heat will cause the invisible ink to oxidize and turn brown, revealing your secret message. It's a fascinating process that combines science and fun, perfect for aspiring secret agents of all ages. So gather your materials and embark on this chromatography adventure. Who knows what hidden messages you'll uncover? Section 5, Rainbow in a Jar Densities Colorful Show. Let's create a beautiful rainbow in a jar using liquids of different densities. This experiment is visually stunning and a fantastic way to understand density in a fun manner. It's like magic, but with science. The materials you'll need are simple and can be found in most households. Let's gather everything we need to get started. Tall glass or jar corn syrup. The tall glass or jar will help us see the distinct layers more clearly. Corn syrup, being one of the densest liquids, will form the base layer of our rainbow. Dish soap, blue or green, works best. The dish soap will add a vibrant color and a different density to our experiment. Blue or green dish soap works best for a striking visual contrast. Water and rubbing alcohol. Water is a common liquid with a density that fits perfectly between the other liquids. Rubbing alcohol, being less dense, will float on top of the other liquids. Food coloring, red, blue and yellow. The food coloring will help us differentiate between the layers, making our rainbow even more vibrant and beautiful. Now let's move on to the instructions. 1. Carefully pour each liquid into the jar in the following order: honey, corn syrup, dish soap, water, vegetable oil, rubbing alcohol. It's important to pour slowly and steadily to avoid mixing the layers. Pour slowly to avoid mixing the layers. This step requires patience, but the result is worth it. Each layer should sit gently on top of the previous one, creating a clear separation. 2. Add a drop of red food coloring to the corn syrup, blue food coloring to the water, and yellow food coloring to the rubbing alcohol. The colors will help us see the distinct layers more clearly. 3. Observe the beautiful rainbow of colors created by the different liquid layers. Take a moment to appreciate the stunning visual effect. Each layer represents a different density, creating a rainbow in a jar. Each liquid has a different density, which causes them to layer on top of each other, creating a stunning visual effect. Density is a measure of how much mass is contained in a given volume. The denser a liquid, the more mass it has in a specific volume, causing it to sink below less dense liquids. Honey and corn syrup are denser than water, dish soap and vegetable oil, which is why they form the bottom layers. Rubbing alcohol, being the least dense, floats on top. This experiment beautifully demonstrates the principle of density in a way that's easy to see and understand. Section 6. The magic of static electricity. Hair-raising fun. This experiment is sure to make your hair stand on end. Materials: * inflated balloon, your hair or a wool scarf. Instructions: 1. Rub the balloon vigorously against your hair or a wool scarf for about 30 seconds. 2. Slowly pull the balloon away from your head and observe what happens. Your hair will be attracted to the balloon, making it stand on end. This is because rubbing the balloon creates static electricity, which causes the attraction. Section 7. Exploring the science behind the experiments. Each of these experiments demonstrates a different scientific principle. The erupting volcano shows a chemical reaction between baking soda, a base, and vinegar, an acid, producing carbon dioxide gas, which causes the eruption. Dancing raisins demonstrate buoyancy and the release of carbon dioxide bubbles. Invisible ink reveals the principle of oxidation, while the rainbow in a jar illustrates liquid density. Finally, static electricity demonstrates the transfer of electrons from one surface to another. Section 8. Safety first, fun always. Remember, safety is important when conducting any experiment, no matter how simple it may seem. Always supervise young children closely and handle all materials with care to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience. Section 9. Embrace your inner scientist. These are just a few examples of the many exciting science experiments you can do at home. Don't be afraid to get creative and try new things. Science is all about exploration and discovery. Section 10. Share the joy of discovery. Once you've tried these experiments, share the fun with your friends and family. Science is even more exciting when shared with others. Happy experimenting.